everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And what we're trying to do today is we are playing Krenko's Auras. And this was submitted by Mark H, who has his name in YouTube there. So it was a YouTube comment, and I don't always take the full submissions that people give to me, but this guy just knew the way to my heart, and it usually comes through Krenko and playing Valduk and a Champion of Flame with a bunch of auras and just doing some really fun things with this. So we are going to try out a Krenko Auras deck, Izzet Auras, and I did change up his deck list a little bit to kind of fit more my style of play here. He had 4 copies of Shock, 4 copies of Lightning Strike. Probably is the better way to play because then you can have the removal that you need. But we are going to be a little bit more all in on trying to get stuff onto a Krenko, a Valduk, a Champion of Flame, or a Mystical Herald and swing in for millions and winning the game that way. We do have Curator's Curator's Ward. I can totally spoke right. Anyway, and we have this to give hexproof to our Krenko, to our Valduk. Specifically the Valduk, it really works really well. Unfortunately, I think that Aether Tunnel could maybe be another piece in this to make sure Krenko can swing in each time. You know what? Let's go ahead and go down. Let's go to 2 Curious Words. It's 3 mana. We're never wanting to play it too many times, but Aether Tunnel. Let's go 2 there. All right, this is more what I want. I want to make sure that the creature can't be blocked, because if we can get Krenko to be swinging in consistently, that is what ends up winning this game for us. And so I did want to make sure we're adding the Aether Tunnel there. We also have a bunch of ways to make him harder to block as well, with Arcane Flight, one with a win, giving him extra power so we can at least get value right off the bat. Also, the one thing I like about one with a win is that it gives extra toughness, which is really important with Krenko. Then we do have Spell Pierces. I'm debating if we want to bring in Dive Down over Spell Pierce a little bit, but Spell Pierce is a little bit more versatile where it can block, you know, a board wipe as well. So I do like Spell Pierce there. And otherwise we are playing Curious Obsession with Mystical Herald, maybe with Aether Tunnel on something else as well. Let's see if it gets in. It works well with Champion of Flame as well. This is the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how this goes, and wish me luck. All right, up against Phoenix. There we go. All right, pass that up. We would love to find a creature. This is the biggest issue with this deck, is you have to actually draw the things you want, and that is the things that I want. Gonna put that to the bottom. We actually want to find other things. So Island, Herald, pass the turn. We're not gonna play the other Herald unless we have to here. Now we can. So Miscloak Heraldal, Curious Obsession. Sorry, I enjoy messing up words. If that bothers you, I'm so sorry. All right, take action. We are down to like 0 cards in hand, but we have some fun stuff on the board, and against mono green, this actually could be pretty good. Spell Pierce, I'm not sure is going to be worthwhile. Let's go ahead and swing in here first. Yes, take action. Well, do we want to hold up Spell Pierce at all? There are a few things that it's worth holding on to, but I think we get down Valduk, we try to find an aura for the next turn, hold up Spell Pierce on the next turn, which will probably be like Vivian Reed, things that can actually stop our Mystical Heralds. Ooh, Blast Zone is bad. They can actually fire off Blast Zone right now, kill all of our good things, and it looks like that's what they're gonna do. They might wait until our turn, which I think is probably smarter. Just in case we do have something to put onto Valduk, we then should not. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Sorry. Oh, all right. Wild Growth Walker, right? Not firing off the Blast Zone. Interesting. Gonna let us get even more value. Wayward Sawtooth gains the life. I mean, life gain is important. Man, we would love to have had something good there. Well, let's go ahead and swing in. Yep, no value there. Do 3 damage. Take action, draw a card. Lightning Strike. Would love to have had that earlier. Sulfur Falls. And yeah, we passed the turn. Unfortunately, we can't strike the walker. We might end up killing the branch walker, though. We shall see here. Wayward Sawtooth, pretty good. Opponent's taking their time. I do really think that Blast Zone is still a pretty good choice for them here. Nissa. That we can Spell Pierce. We could block Wild Growth Walker. Let's go ahead and just kill here. This lets us actually swing in with Valduk. One with the wind. This is a lot of damage that we're going to be able to do here. And it dodges Blast Zone. One with the wind does dodge Blast Zone. We get to take action, draw another card, another Mystical Herald. We will hold off on that until after Blast Zone. Pass the turn. We do have lethal just with Valduk here for the next turn. Unfortunately, we don't have another Spell Pierce. The chance at them having... Oh, maybe we should have shocked the Paradise Druid. They do have the other land, though. They can gain life to kind of dodge this. We're going to be able to swing in for 3, 5 in the air, really. I'm really surprised they haven't fired off this Blast Zone yet. Good game. All right, good game. She doesn't have anything for what's in the air. Okay, perfect. Down to 12, and we will swing in. All right, opponent scoops it up. That works. That was a little bit awkward running for us. Where like they did have answers for what we had there. We mulliganed down to 5 and still won though, and that is the power of Mystical Herald and Curious Obsession. It really is amazing. All right, up against Script. Bring it on, Script. It's a capital P. You have to give extra emphasis on P. There we go. Sorry guys. All right, we're gonna keep this. This is actually pretty good. So we're gonna go Steam Vents. Mystical Herald, Curious Obsession. Izzet Guildgate will come in tap for the next turn. Lightning Strike could actually hit Novice. Maybe that would have been nice to do here. We have Shock. Is it worth holding up the Lightning Strike to hit one of these guys? I don't think so. We're just going to play our game. All right, so Mystical Herald. Swinging in for 2, draw some cards, and by some I mean one card, and that is okay. Let's see how big these Novice Knights get. Reclamation Sage, boo. That is not cool, my friend. Well, let's go for Valduk. And do we just keep swinging in here? We might want to block the Reclamation Sage. Let's swing in. Down to 17. Pass the turn. What you got? What you got? So they could have settled the wreckage in this. Greenwell Sentinel. Okay. Swings in for 2, no blocks. Take it down to 16. And Champion of Flame is pretty good as well. Let's go ahead and get down a Curator's Ward onto our Valduk. We'll hold up Shock. I'm guessing this is an Aura's deck. This might also be, I think, like the original, or not the original, the, what's it called? I don't know what I'm talking about. Beginner's deck? What are those called? The starter decks? I'm thinking this might be one of those. Which it's interesting that the arena's matching us up with those. All right, so Hieromancer's Cage puts it onto the Curator's Ward. All right, so it's going to leave the battlefield. And so we will draw 2 cards here. Oh, when the enchanted permanent leaves the battlefield. So I would have had to shock him. I was thinking that it was saying that. Let's go ahead and shock here. Get rid of the Reclamation Sage. Spell Pierce. That would have been fantastic just a moment ago. All right, bring down Champion of Flame. swing in with Mystical Herald. We don't got much else going for us. We do have the Lightning Strike. We have Spell Pierce. We can kind of stop their game plan for a while now. Pyromancer's Cage. Let's go ahead and Spell Pierce that. Another Novice Knight. Let's go ahead and just kill one of the... Well, do we want to go face with this? Let's go ahead and kill one of them. Maybe I should have held on to that, I think. Arcane Flight. There we go. Let's go on Valduk instead of Champion of the Flame here. I think that we're going to get more value from creating more fellas. If they want to be blocking these guys, that's totally fine. Yeah, it blocks it. Kill another Novice Knight. Down to 9. And this is one of my favorite things about this deck is the top deck mode. And I just realized I have not seen a Krenko yet. What is up with that? Like, come on. Give me a Krenko. All right, up against Sarah, 56-56. And we are playing Krenko's Auras. And I keep saying that because I want to actually see a Krenko one of these days. And not happening. We're going to keep this. And Arcane Flight, we're not going to... We really don't want to be putting our auras onto Mystical Herald unless it's a Curious Obsession. Maybe, like, if there's no other options, we'll do that, of course. But we have the option of a Champion of the Flame. And a Curator's Ward onto it for the next turn, which is amazing. And then Arcane Flight. That is what we want. Paradise Druid. All right, so... Ooh. You know what? I think that we hold on to Valduk here. We're just going to go Curator's Ward. Champion of the Flame has a better chance of actually finishing games out. He down to 13. They can remove Curator's Ward. Vizier. So giving a guy Death Touch is bad, but giving our guy Flight twice is going to be pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. All right. Swing in for 12, down to 2. Now they have to kill... Even our Mystical Herald now is a pretty good threat. Man, I love Champion of the Flame. It is such a fun card if it goes off like this. And yeah, it's going off. They're going to have to get rid of the Hexproof or find some... They have to have Ritual of Soot, which I can't believe they're going to be playing that with what they have in their deck right now. It's possible, but I don't think so. So the only type of removal they probably have is like a Cast Down, Ross's Contempt, all the targeted removal. And it has Hexproof, so you can't touch it. And... I think that we're good. Gonna see if opponent has realized that as well. Are they gonna time us out? Hydroid Krasis. All right, so they do have a blocker. Our guy does have Trample though. And Aether Tunnel just for the win. All right. It does have Trample anyway, but we're going to swing in for as much damage as possible, down to -11. And dude, I love Champion of the Flame. And we still have not seen Krenko. What is up with this? I don't know. All right, up against Draskma. Bring it on. And we're going to see if we can find a Krenko this time. And not another Krenko, but this is still a keepable hand. Valduk, if we find a 4th land, we get +1 with the wind. And we still have a chance of finding Krenko, which is the dream. All right, so we have the 4th land, so we can do fun things on turn 4. Leyline Prowler. Okay. Okay, bring out Valduk #1. Do we go for Curator's Ward first is the question. It does do pretty well against Mono Black. All Or I mean, not mono black, black, green. The type of removal that they have in here, typically all... All right, yeah, so hexproof is gonna be nice to have. Let's see. All right, well, we found a Krenko. We're gonna play the Krenko because we finally found it. See if it survives. Pass the turn. Vivian. All right. We are totally fine with this, Vivian. In fact, we can kill it for the next turn. Land will let us Curator's Ward and One with the Wind. Yep, swings in, no blocks. Ooh, Curious Obsession. All right, let's oh, let me see here, cancel. This is only if you deal damage to a player, right? So we can't actually hit Vivian with this. I'm debating if I need to Curator's Ward or not. Man, I'd like to get some value with Krenko. So let's go One with the Wind. And let's go Curious Obsession onto here. Swing in... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, swing in so we can draw a card, swing there. Yes, that's what we wanted. We don't do as much damage to face, but we still get to draw cards, which is the value that we actually wanted. Take action, find a mountain, play that, and... Do we want a One with the Wind here? Yes. Oh, it's so risky. If they have targeted removal, we're just dead. If they have another Rabid Bite, I shouldn't have done that. Poison Tip Archer. All right, so they have one more mana. Yes. All right, we are in great shape. All right, so let's Curator's Ward. Now there's pretty much no way that they can get out of this lock. Poison Tip Archer could be a way for them to gain enough life. Or not gain life, but lose. Oh, I forgot this has reach. No! Oh, I forgot it has reach. All right, well, we get to draw 3 cards here. Yes, take action. End the turn. So next turn, oh, I should have played there. Next turn, we get to Valduk and Curator's Ward. Swing in again and swing in with everything. As long as they don't have another Poison Tip Archer. Vivian to go find Poison Tip Archers and other things like that. Pretty good play, actually. I think that this could be a really fun deck. And Aid the Fallen returns cards to their hand. It's pretty cool. All right, let's go Valduk, Curator's Ward onto Valduk. Aether Tunnel will be great for the next turn as well. We're gonna go bring this here. They already have another Vivian. Actually, let's go face 1, 2. Here, let's cancel attacks, all attack, and then move a couple of these guys to go here. So we'll have 4 go at this Vivian. There we go. Just so they don't get another activation. That's a card draw that they can get. They do have lifelink with this Leyline Prowler. Down to 8, gains 2 up to 10. Get to draw a card. Yes, absolutely. Aether Tunnel will let us get in a few more points of damage next turn. Vivian again. Okay. I don't think they played a land yet, so they can still possibly bring down Poison Tip Archer, which is annoying because we have so many tokens. If they did have a board wipe of some sort, could be very, very bad for us. Frenzied Rage. All right, well, Aether Tunnel. Frenzied Rage. And opponent scoops it up, yeah. Being able to get 2 more auras onto Valduk, so good. Love it. Well, we did find a Krenko. We did create goblin tokens there, so we did what we wanted to do with the deck, finally. All right, so there you guys have it with Krenko's auras, and I know it took forever to finally even find a Krenko, but we did find it, and it was kind of amazing. So I ended up playing only 5 games. I did lose 1, and it was because we just never found creatures. Like, we found 1 Valduk, they killed it right away, and didn't have anything else. It was just a boring game, so I didn't want to show it off, but we were 4 and 5 with this deck, and I didn't expect that. I didn't think this deck was going to be as consistent as it was, and Curator's War definitely helped. I do think adding the Aether Tunnel was a good choice there, though. It did help us actually win games a little bit more than Curator's War is kind of just holding back. It's great with Valduk, but doesn't really do what we're wanting to do with Krenko, where Aether Tunnel does. And anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.